All right. We are back on the action. Live stream right here. Bulletproof Traders partnered with InstaForex. We're giving you this live stream. Today is Friday, so it's the end of the week. We're closing up the week, right, as far as the market goes. And I do have some interesting things to talk about. uh, our positioning in the market, of course, with emphasis on the forex market, but we will also talk about the cryptocurrency market just as well. So I will start from the cryptocurrency market. To be honest, it is a little bit less interesting for us, less intense. But we have three positions in the cryptocurrency market. I will focus on the Bitcoin, but we have three short positions: Litecoin, Bitcoin, and Bitcoin Cash, which we just fired off a new short position just today, right? But the Bitcoin is pretty much halfway through to the target. And you can see where we fired off this position, right? And we talked about that actually in the last session, the last live stream we had. I was talking about Bitcoin potentially breaking below 27,482.5 right here. Strong support level. Was a strong support level. We saw that level in action, pushing against price action. Even that day when pricing was engaging from above, it pulled back up, right? It got that rejection. So clearly there was a big support level right there. And we knew that if that level was gonna be broken, that's gonna be our cue to jump in. And that's pretty much what happened. Price action made it, crossed below, closed that daily bar right there below 27,482. Right, you can see the close was 27,405. And as it did, the following day we came, and you can see where we pulled the trigger the first time. Start off with 10K. Then we came back a few hours later. Pricing was already here. We felt comfortable enough to double our position size. So we threw in another 10K. The following day, we opened up the market. Price action was right here. And we felt confident to throw the third trade. So we got three trades right here on this bearish campaign, $30,000 position. And as long as price action remains on the downside, we'll just keep throwing them in. At the end of the day, we're aiming at 26,018. So that's not a big move we're talking about. It's a short term cycle that's right now setting the tone. So when price action hit 26 and 18 here, we're out of there. All right. We have no more aspiration for further downside moves on the Bitcoin, even though it, there's probably going to be more of that downside potential. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, 26.18, we're out of there. All right. So that's the game plan for the Bitcoin. Litecoin, we have even a closer target that we're almost approaching. So yeah, that's about that for the cryptocurrency market. Like I said, price is already halfway through, right? So it's just about keeping our patience and just keep following up on this one. We got our stop loss level at 28,000 right now, so we're keeping a healthy distance from price sections. That's as far as the cryptocurrency market goes. And I want to switch to the main dish, which is the forex market, of course. And here we had a couple of interesting moves just in the last 24 hours. And I talked a lot about the dollar Canadian. Just today, in the members area, um, I made a full video dedicated just to dollar Canadian. I was explaining everything from head to toe, the whole gamma, right, about the dollar Canadian. But let me do this um, a little bit quicker right now, talking about the dollar Canadian, because we've been bullish on dollar Canadian forever. We've been bullish on dollar Canadian ever since July, with the attempt to chase 140 right here. The green dotted line represents the previous major high, 140. But moreover, 138 as our main target. 138. And we've done very well on the way up. We jumped out when price action began. A couple of weeks of technical correction. It was a perfect timing. We had a lot of success here on that move. A few weeks we've held that position all the way to 137 almost. Then we jumped out when the technical correction began, and we just waited on the sideline. We waited for the right moment to jump back in, and as price action spiked 34.50, we were right there calling it out, and we reestablished our bullish campaign, chasing one again 138, same target, right? Back to the game plan, and that was again perfect timing. We picked it up, and as price action approached 38, we felt something was off, and we jumped out just before price action dropped below 36.75. And again, took a lot of profit on the way out. We were very fortunate here to jump out. We saw that change of, in the tone. But then when price action landed below 36.75, we felt like it was time to flip over because we thought pricing was going for another drop here. A short one, a quick one to 35.24. But that didn't really happen. Yesterday, we've had a big explosive move upwards. And that is a very strong sign that there's not going to be any further technical correction. Technical correction is over. And price is back to the original upside trend, right? The cross above 36.75 made it clear. So guess what we did? We came in strong, right? We came in with aggression. Fired off $100,000 position right off the bat. And we're going to come in a few hours and price action keeps moving forward, starts to build up positive momentum, piggybacking off of yesterday. It's going to be very strong vote of confidence that we are indeed on the right track. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to double it up, right? Simple as. Going to get even more aggressive, chasing 38, but also chasing 140. We're going to be incorporating 140 a little bit later down the road if everything goes well, of course. So that's Dow Canadian. We're back to the original game plan, chasing the upside trend, right? Here's the second interesting move we've seen. Oh my, this drops like a stone. And this is, following up on yesterday's explosive. I mean, yesterday was a nosedive. And I have to admit, we missed that move. Feel a little bit bad about it because I called it out. I said, even though I'm not impressed by those few consecutive days of bullishness, I was not impressed because I was learning the weekly chart, right, the big picture, and I saw that spike started to cook. I also knew that even though price action made it and did touch down on 93.82, it didn't really solidify that touchdown. So I felt like the job was not done, and all we've had was a technical correction. I just didn't know. I was waiting for a sign, right? I thought price action was going to start turning around. As it begins to cross below 95.19, I'm going to jump in, but the move was swift, and we missed some of it, unfortunately. But hey, we can still overcompensate with aggression. So we got in 100K right off the bat. Guess what we're going to do right now? As we can see, price action tried to push forward a little bit today, and it's still early stages of the day, but it's already folding. It's already caving in to that downside pressure. So we're going to follow suit. Stop loss level 96 target. This is the first target, by the way. It's not the last one. 93.82. We're probably later down the road. We're probably gonna target more ambitious targets on the downside. We'll see. Probably 89 here in the area of 89.90. That's potentially what we can do. But for now, all eyes are on 93.82. That's not too far away, right? So that's the Aussie JEP right now, 50K. So we're 150K position right now on the Aussie JEP. And this is the Euro Japanese Yen, which is our next candidate, if you will. Because here we feel like this is where we're going to be potentially putting our money on. And obviously, it has to corroborate with the position we have on the Aussie Japanese Yen. They're both in the same correlation group, right? It's very unlikely that the Aussie JEP will keep tanking and the euro jap is going to go upwards, right? It just doesn't make a lot of sense. It's very rarely ever happens, right? So here's what we're waiting for the euro from the euro Japanese yen. We're waiting for something like we've got from the Aussie Japanese yen yesterday. Hopefully this time we're not gonna miss a big move on the way down. But that's pretty much what we want to see. We want to see price action begin to put pressure on that respective point of reference. On the Aussie Jap, it's 95.19. On the Euro Jap, it's 156.88. We want that level to get broken before we jump in. And it makes sense, right? Because for now, price action is kind of based itself above that level. And it kind of suggests that it wants to keep moving forward. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that. Having said that, I'm still not confident enough to just drop bombs here, right? We want to wait for pricing to give us a stronger sign. So maybe we'll not even wait for pricing to actually cross below 156.88. We'll just be satisfied with price action beginning to approach. Just getting closer would be enough to pull the trigger. Probably going to test the water and be a little bit more apprehensive, maybe a little bit more conservative. Like say start with 25K as price action begins to get closer to 156.88. The minute it crosses below, that's where we get more aggressive and we start to drop bombs, right? Target is 154.48. We're going to be recycling that profit target because that's the target we used last time when price action dropped. It literally snatched our target and turn around completely. That was phenomenal. But we feel like we can recycle that target and do the same, take the same move again, have the same move again. So that's the game plan. But again, time will tell, right? We'll see how it goes, and if conditions are ripe, we'll definitely jump in full force. So that's the Euro Japanese yen. Bottom line, we have two active positions right now, which we got in with a lot of aggression, right? Aussie, Jap, Dollar, Canadian are pending trading opportunity. The next candidate is the Euro Japanese yen, where we put all our focus in. So that's pretty much our front in the forex market, and we talked about our front in the cryptocurrency market just as well. So that's pretty much where we are, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the live stream today, this session. I hope you'll take advantage of the information that was presented here. And I wish you a nice trading day and, of course, a nice weekend. We're going to be back on the live stream again this coming Tuesday, right after the weekend. We're going to come back popping up again on Tuesday. So wait for it. All right. In the meantime, wishing you a good day again. And we'll see you next time. Take care.